Zen Allegories. Angulimala 3. Lessons learned. You ever try to meditate your way out of a bad mood? Like if you could just shut down your anger, silence your doubt, or bury your envy deep enough, you'd finally hit spiritual gold. Yeah, that's not practice. That's emotional whack-a-mole. And that's exactly the trap the Angulimala Sutta is warning us about. Not with polite guidance, but with a finger-collecting highway killer. Let's rewind. In part 1, we met Angulimala, the infamous outlaw who was commanded by his teacher to collect 1,000 fingers of those he killed. Angulimala eventually encounters the Buddha, becomes a dedicated disciple, and attains awakening. For many a lesson that no one is beyond redemption. In part 2, we decoded the symbols. Angulimala and his victims represented a common mindset. The belief that truth emerges only when all internal dialogue is silenced. And the Buddha? He represented a path that neither suppresses nor quells one's internal dialogue. In his words to Angulimala, the Buddha had stopped. He had stopped the killing of those self-identities that had inevitably arisen within his own mind. Which brings us here. So what's the actual lesson of Angulimala? Let's first get this out of the way. While the teaching of Buddhism is emptiness, it is not nihilism. Buddhism does not teach that your thoughts, emotions, or even your sense of self are meaningless. But it also doesn't teach you to cling to them. Instead, the Angulimala Sutta gives us a radical third option. Stop the killing. Not literal killing, hopefully that's not on your to-do list, but the internal warfare, the belief that spiritual progress means eliminating everything unspiritual. Regret? Kill it. Envy? Kill it. Doubt? Stab it with a metaphorical stick of incense and hope it never returns. But here's the thing. Every self-identity that arises, especially the problematic ones, arises from somewhere real. And the point of practice is not to erase them. It's to stop reacting to them. That's what the Buddha means when he says, I have stopped. It is you who have not stopped. He stopped killing. Stopped suppressing. Stopped trying to purify himself by subtracting the inconvenient parts of reality. And that's the moment Angulimala's sword drops. Not because he figured it all out, but because he finally saw the futility of the fight. The real directive of Buddhist practice isn't become pure. It's stop the killing. Stop the inner violence. Stop the self-editing. Stop imagining that truth only arrives after you've deleted all the messy parts of being human. Because when you stop trying to kill off your contradictions, something unexpected happens. You see them. You see that doubt isn't an enemy, envy isn't a flaw, regret isn't a failure. They're activities, part of the natural process of karma. And spoiler alert, karma is not a bad thing. You don't need to shut them up. You just need to stop chasing, stop suppressing, and stop the killing. That's the lesson. That's the path. That's the practice.